Gotta go home. Gotta go hard. I gotta elevate. Oh, what's up with the peeps, man? Your boy DT3 back at it again, live. Just thought I'd slide through. We're just gonna let the people slide in for a second before I get into it. I know a lot of people don't get the notifications when I go live now. Don't know why that is, but it is what it is. But your boy DT3 is live right now. We live in direct, doing our thing. What's up, George? Why are you not? Let me quit playing with you, George. You didn't gave me plenty of super chats. Rich Gang. Welcome to the Rich Gang, George. Welcome to the Rich Gang. But yeah, let's get some boxing talk in. Any questions you have about any fighters, let me know. Holla at me. Just sitting outside chilling, no kids. They with their granny right now. So hey. What's up, Roosevelt? What's going on with my peoples, man? What's up, JD? JDB in the building. What's going on, man? Yeah, man, we live. And I'm gonna be a minute. We gonna chop it up today. I got some time on my hands, and I feel like when I get some time on my hands, it's only right that I dedicate it to y'all. It's only right. What's up, Wooly boy? It's only right, man. It's only fair, man. Y'all my peoples, man. A1 since day one. Love y'all. Yeah, man, I'm in a good mood. I'm in a real good mood, bro. Good mood, bro. Everything is looking good. Business is looking good. I mean, I'm blessed, bro. Blessed. What's up with my bro Deuce? Fa. I got you, bro. Because you already know I ain't giving out numbers unless you feel me. Niggas let me know it's good. What do I think about Ryan? Hey, I'm going to touch on Ryan today. We going to talk about Ryan Garcia today. We gonna sprinkle on that shit. Because I've been watching Ryan. I've been looking at Ryan. And, hey, man. Oh. Man down. What's up, Dion? I've been looking at Ryan, bro, and Ryan look real nice. I can't even flex. Ryan look nice. Ryan look real good out here, bro. He really is looking good out here. No flex. Thank you, George. Always. Appreciate the super chat. Like I said, I don't care if it's $1 to a penny, bro. Appreciate all the super chat. What's up, Zach? You know what? I don't know. I'm 50-50 on Stipe and DC. I'm 50-50 on that. Because at first I thought Stipe was going to get Daniel Cormier. I was on Stipe getting Cormier because Cormier is not a striker. He a wrestler. He like to brawl. He like to get you on. He basically like a big Khabib. You know what I'm saying? Because you got to think, Daniel Cormier is an Olympic style wrestler, bro. You know what I'm saying? Top caliber, bro. When you think of high-end wrestling, you're going to think Daniel Cormier, you know what I'm saying? That's high level, top level wrestling right there. You don't really see Daniel Cormier as known for just his striking like John Bones Jones. And I think that's why John Bones Jones gave him so much fits, is because once you take away, I tell y'all this all the time. That's why I say hone your craft. What's up, Dragon Leg? Hone your craft. Because once they take your natural skill set away from you, what do you have to fall back on? Just like with Roy Jones Jr. He had athleticism. He was an athlete, all that. It was all cool until his athleticism left him and he wasn't no longer able to do those certain things he was doing when he was in his 20s and in his early 30s. When he started to slow down and it came time to where your fundamentals and your basic skill set had to take over, he didn't have that to fall back on. And I think Daniel Cormier has the same issue. He's a great wrestler, high level. But the moment you take away his wrestling from him, the moment you take that away from whatever it is he's doing, bro, it's a wrap. He's done. Once you stop that, once you minimize that, he's done. And I think Usman is the same way. Once you take away their wrestling, once you're able to basically out wrestle them, because they're not used to nobody out wrestling them. They're not used to that. So when you do something that they're not used to, they don't have a backup plan. They automatically think you can't out wrestle me because I'm a natural wrestler and I've been doing it for so long. You cannot out wrestle me. So what's going to happen when you fight somebody that's going to out wrestle you? You're going to be fucked. You're not going to know what to do. You're going to be confused because that's your bread and butter. That's what you bank on. Burns can beat Usman. That's what I'm saying. And the thing is, and you know what? It don't necessarily mean that you got to be a great wrestler. If you got good wrestling defense, if you got good takedown defense, if you know how to stop a person from basing itself on you, pinning you up against the cage and all that shit, bro, they ain't going to be able to do nothing. They're going to be able to do shit. That's like I told y'all about Deontay Wilder. So you take Deontay Wilder's right hand away from him, he not going to have nothing. It's the same thing Bernard Hopkins did to Felix Tito Trinidad. When Felix Tito Trinidad got his left hook taken away from him by B-Hop, he had nothing. Exactly, Roosevelt. Adrian Broner was another fighter who was getting by off of his natural God-given talent, right? But when he went up against somebody who didn't give a fuck about his talent, hard work beat talent, has the style to basically pick you hard, and is a raw puncher, what happened? Yeah, I want to see what the boy can do, because one thing I know, drop and make you go 12 ASAP. This is what I'm saying about, I'm going to get to that too, because I want to cook today. Like I said, I can't be on StreamYard because of my daughter. She got school, and that's where she do her school is on her Chromebook, and I'm not finna take her away from her schoolwork. I don't give a fuck. I'm not doing that. But I'll just do my lives like this and let her do her schoolwork. But I think Ryan has the potential to make the fight look easy. I'm not saying he will. I said he has the potential to make the fight look easy. A lot of people take what I say out of context too much. I'm not saying that Ryan is going to easily beat Luke Campbell. I'm saying that Ryan has the potential to make this fight look easy. That's what I'm telling you. The reason why I'm telling you this is because when I was watching him train, I was looking at how he trained. And mind you, Ryan Garcia is known for making videos of him hitting the swivel bag, the double in bag, hitting mitts, doing all that fancy cute shit. He's known for that. So, whoa, super chat. Hold on, Wooly boy. Let me get to you. I know you want to agree to DT3, but say out loud on live that Wooly boy is telling two hands that Brooke is going to get him and the new. So, I mean, hey, you know what, Wooly boy? I'm going to get back to Ryan in a minute, but due to the fact that you gave me the super chat, I got to touch on this. Everybody, now this is the contradiction. I wish Ma was in here right now. This is the contradiction. And I'm glad I'm saying this early in the stream. Before, y'all was talking about Terrence Crawford needs to fight Kell Brook, right? Before. Now that he's finna fight Kell Brook, y'all talking shit about it. Now y'all, Kell Brook gonna do this, Kell Brook gonna do that, Kell Brook gonna do this, Kell Brook gonna do that. But before, Kell Brook was too big. Kell Brook fight at 54. Kell Brook is he's past his prime. All these type of excuses y'all made, right? All that shit. Now all of a sudden, everybody on their Kell Brook hype. Everybody thinking Kell Brook gonna beat Terrence Crawford. Kell Brook not gonna beat Terrence Crawford. What Kell Brook is gonna do is gonna make a fight of it. He's not gonna beat Terrence Crawford. DC Striking has come a long way. Thank you, Joy, for the super chat. DC Striking has come a long way. He was whooping John Jones in the second fight until he took a head kick in the second round. I'm not saying, and I agree with that. I'm not gonna fully agree with him winning the fight or whooping him, but I feel that he was giving John Jones more problems in the second fight than he did the first fight. I can give him that, but I can't say he was giving him a whooping. Can't say that. But he was giving him some work, making him work more than he was in the first fight. But when he got caught with that head kick, that was because he was going back and resulting back to what he know, wrestling. When he was fighting with him, going blow for blow, he was giving him something to think about. But Daniel Cormier don't want to stand there and go blow for blow with John Jones, because John Jones is longer, he's rangier, and he's irritating. He do little shit. He'll throw a push kick, he'll throw a toe kick, he'll throw a little jab here, he'll flicker some shit here, he'll flicker a jab here, he'll throw a side kick there. Little irritating things that frustrate you. Nothing that's going to wow you or be like, oh shit. It's just you gotta work double as hard to get in and to get your takedowns. Crawford can't win for nothing. What's up, for real? I call you for real because you the truth. Let me tell you something. Terrence Crawford will never get the just due he deserves. He'll never get looked at as a fighter that's going to basically win fights. What's up? What's up, MG? What's up, G-Dub? Yeah, man. No, this is a blunt. And I went from smoking maybe four times a day, and I only smoke twice a day. So I'm weaning myself. It's hot up in the house. Here we go. Get to these comments. Oh man, Duke say, hold up real quick. Yeah, I want to see what that boy can do, because I know Luke can drop and make, yeah. Cobley, Woodley, 50-50. I don't know, man. Woodley is showing me something, man. What's up, Candace? Woodley showing me something that I'm not really feeling. You know, Woodley ain't really it's like ever since he let Usman fight, it was something about that fight. He didn't look like Woodley. He didn't look like Tyron to me. You know, he looked like a shell of himself. And I'm not saying that his training camp wasn't good or he didn't train hard, he didn't work hard. It's just that he's like looking like his time is over. He looking like the best years of Tyron Woodley is over. That's what it looked like to me. It looked like the best years of Tyron Woodley is over. Now, that doesn't mean that he has have potential to beat anybody, but I don't see him winning the belt again. I just don't see it. Alejandra Mendez. Hey, DT3, I'm a southpaw fighter, but I got a question. What would be the better technique to fight high pressure fighters? As a southpaw? Okay. As a southpaw, you're fighting pressure fighters. Most pressure fighters don't have feet. Let me be clear with you. Most pressure fighters do not have feet whatsoever. They're mainly going to come straight forward or they're going to go straight back. They're not going to go side to side, okay? Or turn on you to put an angle on. They're not going to do that, okay? They're just going to come forward and they're going to come back, okay? Now, you're a southpaw, okay? 9 times out of 10, everybody you fight is going to be orthodox and or right-handed, okay? So, as a southpaw, I don't know your style. Okay. Now I'm going to tell you in different styles how to deal with an aggressive fighter. Okay. Now, if you are a southpaw and you're an aggressive fighter, then you need to practice side to side movement. Okay. Because when they come straight forward, you need to practice going to the side to side, side to side. Okay. Practice that. Also, practice turning. Don't just practice punching forward, punching straight back. Don't practice that. Practice turning. Practice that. Turning out. Turning in. Practice that. Because when somebody comes straight forward at you and you turn, they're gonna go right the fuck by you. Right by you every time. Or they're gonna have to, when you turn, they're gonna have to reset. Because when you're standing in front of them and they're already advancing, they're set. They're already set. Once they take that first initial step, they're set. Boom, boom. I am literally flat-footed right now. I am not on my toes. I am flat-footed. I don't have no bounce. There's no bounce. I am literally flat-footed, okay? So, if I step to you, I'm sitting on my punches right here. Boom, boom. Okay, most aggressive style fighters are flat-footed and because they want to sit on those punches. So if you're a southpaw, practice turning. Practice stepping to the left, stepping to the right. Practice that, okay? And also, practice your jab. Even if you're an aggressive boxer, okay? Practice your jab. And don't just practice the typical jab. Different levels of the jab. To the face, to the chest, to the body. Fake the jab. Practice all that, okay? Because what you can do with an aggressive fighter, whether you're southpaw or orthodox, the jab will make any fighter reset, okay? Or it'll offset their forward momentum, okay? That's why you'll see Keith Thurman, when he'll throw a jab and he'll back up, and you'll see somebody stop and reset because the jab landed and it was effective. So it made them reassess their approach. So you got to work on your jab, work on your feints, because when you're feinting, you're making them hesitate. They're coming in, boom, okay. Nope. They're going to second guess their attack. Okay, they're going to second guess their attack every time because you're feinting them, and then when you feint them and they freeze, pop the jab right away. Soon as you see them freeze, boop, hit them with the jab. It's a Lomachenko trait. What if you're a southpaw? Watch Loma. He does it all the time. Soon as he'll feint you, you freeze. He'll jab you and hook you and step over and put the angle on you. Now you're sitting there stuck like this. Loma right here. So guess what's gonna happen? I don't care who you are. Okay. If you get froze like that, you get jabbed and they step around you, you're naturally going to turn this way. And guess what Loma is going to do? Once he feels you going this way, guess what? He's going right around you, hitting you. Pop, 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 pop. Okay? So understand that that's a Loma trick, but it's basic footwork what Loma doing. Basic footwork. It's nothing special. Anybody could do that shit if you know what you're really doing in this game. If you're being taught more than how to throw punches. Okay? Period. But if you're dealing with an aggressive fighter as a southpaw, learn your jab, learn your feints, learn your footwork, okay? Learn it, okay? Because most aggressive style fighters have no footwork, okay? They'll follow you around. They're not going to cut the ring off. They're going to follow you. Okay, so learn your footwork and practice different levels with your jab. Okay, that's the only way you're going to be able to deal with good aggressive fighters. Aimlessly aggressive fighters, you could just sit there, go off the back foot, and just let your hands go and arm punch the shit out of them. But good, really good aggressive style boxers or fighters, you have to learn how to offset them. You have to have better feet than them. If you don't, you're going to get fucked over every time. Every single time. I hope I answered your question. With check right hooks, basically. I mean, basically, you want to... If they coming in, boop, 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 and don't always rely, you got to understand what this is for. A lot of y'all don't know what this is for, okay? Y'all see Floyd doing it, and it looks so pretty. It looks so crisp. You see Floyd doing it, and it looks so smooth. But do you see Floyd really starting off fights like this? Walking up on you like, no, because he know it don't work. He knows when to do it, when to stay high guard, or when to just move his head. That's what made Floyd such a defensive prowess of a fighter, because he knew when to use the shoulder roll, he knew when to use the high guard, and he also knew when to move his head. Okay, a lot of people don't know the difference. Okay, this ain't for you to just do. You're going to get picked apart. You're going to get picked apart every time. What's up, Los? Tips on how to lose. That's pretty much what Mangrower said. Yeah, but you got to feint the hook, bro. You got to feint the hook. You can't just throw the hook. Because once you throw the hook, now the particular individual is looking for that hook. So guess what? Now that they're looking for the hook, shoot the straight left down the middle. We learned this early in grade school. The quickest way from one point to the next is what? A straight fucking line. Okay? So, your jab, your straight left will get there a whole lot quicker than your right hook. Okay? So, remember that. 1, 2, pop, 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 feint, then throw the hook. Because now he's looking, or she is looking for the jab or the 1, 2. Now that I feint the 1, 2, throw the hook. Feint, instantly throw the hook. You can't feint, wait a second, and then throw. Feint, throw. It has to be a flow. What's up, Martin? It has to be a flow, y'all. It has to be a flow. People are so quick to just throw punches. It's more to it than just throwing punches. If all you had to do was learn how to throw punches in this game and be tough, trust me, damn near a lot of people will be boxing, bro. Or just in a fight game, period. It takes more than just being able to throw punches and you learn a little bit, or just being a physically gifted individual, man. It takes more than that. You got to work hard at it. I've been trying to leave Wilder alone, man. I've been trying to leave Wilder alone. I've been trying. Box. Be a better boxer. Okay? The way you beat an aggressive style fighter is you box him. Box him. Box circles around him. And come forward. They're coming. And stay off the ropes. Stay off the ropes. When you fighting them aggressive sons of bitches, they want you in the corner and on the ropes. Stay your ass off the goddamn ropes. Okay? Stay off the ropes. Work your head movement. Work it. Your southpaw. Work it. Jab them. Feint them. Shoot the left to the body. Shoot it to the top. Body. Jab up. Straight left to the head. Jab them to the body. Like, give them different shit to where they, once you got them like this, you got them. You got them. Once they're sitting there and they're waiting on you, trying to figure out what you going to do, at that point, you are now dictating the pace of the fight. Because now, this person that was just coming forward, just throwing, now they're thinking. You have them, now they're not, at first, they was just being aimless. They was like, fuck it, I'm just going to beat your ass, blah, 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 blah. But now, because you're giving them issues, you're giving them problems that they wasn't prepared for, or they didn't train for, now they're thinking, they're reassessing. You're winning the fight now. You won the fight right there. Because now you've taken them out of their game plan. They're not even sticking to the game plan. They done went to something else. Because now they're trying to figure out what you are going to do. They have abandoned what they want to do because now they're trying to, what are you finna do? First it was fuck what you doing. Beat your ass. Now it's, okay, if I do that, I'm gonna get hit. So what do? Dictate the pace of the fight. That's what you do. Right, Los? It's levels. It's levels. Work on your head movement. Work on your straight punches. As a Mexican fighter, I implore you to work on straight punches. Work on that. Work on hitting at different levels, different angles. Okay? All right? Work on that. Don't be the typical come forward, wing and ding, just throw punches, just to throw punches type shit. Don't do that. Be more than that. That's very amateurish like. You know what I'm saying? Focus on the other deeper aspects of boxing. I wish you were in Cali or local. I would probably work with you. I couldn't be a trainer, but I wouldn't mind working with you. I'm gonna get to it for real. I'm gonna get back to it. See, that's why I love For Real. He keeps it honest. Thank you, For Real. Call you For Real because you the truth. Man, that's my dollar right there, For Real. Back to Ryan Garcia. What I was saying about Ryan, I think Ryan is going to be better in this Luke Campbell fight than people think. Just based on looking at him training and watching him and all that, I really think that Ryan is training with Eddie Reynoso, and you know, and it's weird that we forget this. Ryan Garcia, what's up, Iron King? What's up with you? Ryan Garcia is training with Canelo Alvarez. He's not like, I mean, he might go to a gym and be by himself type shit, but Ryan Garcia is training with Canelo Alvarez, and he's training with Canelo Alvarez's trainer. So he's getting some tools. And I'm telling you, Canelo is telling him, yeah, I learned this when I fought Floyd. Yeah, I seen Floyd do this. So, hey, look at this. Do you understand? Floyd taught Canelo hella shit. Not saying he didn't learn nothing before or after he fought Floyd, but Canelo got so much knowledge in this game that he is basically trickling down. If you think Canelo ain't teaching Ryan shit, you got the game fucked up. So, and if you look at Ryan from his early videos, his early workout videos, look at his early shit. And you look at Ryan's new workout videos, Ryan look a lot better. He looks a lot sharper. And when I say sharp, that means his punches are looking crisp. That means he's training. He doesn't look just basic. Like Floyd right now don't look like sharp Floyd. He just look like he just working out. I know what sharp Floyd looked like. I know what in shape, sharp, on his shit Floyd looked like versus Floyd just in the gym punching a bag. He ain't really been working out. I know what that looked like. Does Ryan have power? I think this fight will prove if he has real power or not. I think this fight will prove if he has real pop or not. Because in my opinion, I don't think he have like really good power. I just think he's really, really sharp, and he catches you with sharp, crisp punches. And people need to get there's a difference between sharp, crisp punches and just being fucking strong. You got to understand this difference. There's a guy that can knock you out. Like, if Tyson Fury would have caught Wilder with a punch he didn't see, he could have still got knocked out. Tyson Fury don't got punching power. He don't. He's not a known puncher. He's a dude that moves well for a guy his size and could box. Not a known puncher. But if Tyson Fury catch you with a punch you don't see, you're going down or you're going to sleep. Because usually it's not necessarily the punches that you see that knock you out. It's the punches you don't see that put you to sleep. And Ryan has the speed, the timing, and the power to catch you with a punch like that you're not going to expect to come when it's coming. And 9 times out of 10 as of late, it's been his left hook. So if Ryan catch you with that quick hook, you probably going on your ass. Just what it is. Now, there are guys that because they hit hard or they have a thudding impact when they hit you, people are so like, ooh. Okay? Let me tell you something. Triple G is one of those dudes. He is one of those dudes. Deontay Wilder is also one of those guys. Tank Davis is one of those guys. Errol Spence is one of those guys. They hit hard. They got decent pop. I wouldn't say Bud got knockout power. I don't believe Bud got knockout power because he ain't knocked out a top welterweight. I think he does what he's supposed to do against people he's supposed to do it against. I don't think Bud got knockout power. I don't think Errol Spence got knockout power. I think the only one that I really thought had real knockout power like that was Keith Thurman. Like Keith Thurman, I felt like he had real pop. Like you ain't trying to get caught by Keith. I mean, they don't call him one time for nothing. I may have my issues with Keith Thurman. I may not really like him, but at the same time, he got decent pop. He got really good pop. But there's a lot of dudes that hit hard. Like the punch that made Sean Porter take a knee and put his glove on the ground was the punch he didn't see. The punch he came in, he got caught. Boom! He didn't see that coming. He didn't see that punch. He did not see that punch. Look at all the punches Sean Porter took in that fight that he actually knew was coming. That he took, boom, and kept coming because he knew it was coming. I can tell you this right now. The punch that Triple G hit Canelo with, and he turned around and shook his head and I ain't do shit. If Triple G would have caught him with that same punch and Canelo didn't see that punch coming, Canelo would have been put on his ass. That was a straight right hook. Boom. And if Canelo didn't see that shit coming, he'd have been put on his ass. So you need to understand. Now, I'm not saying that dudes can't punch. I'm not saying Triple G can't punch. I'm not saying Tank Davis, Errol Spence, Terrence Crawford. I'm not saying that these dudes cannot punch. What's up, Lorraine? I'm not saying that. It's not what I'm saying at all. I'm saying as far as like that, just wow, oh my God, their power is so just. The only person that made me have that feeling was George fucking Foreman. That's the only person I've ever watched. And Julian Jackson. Julian Jackson and George Foreman was the only two fighters that I've actually watched and was like, hey, even though they may be getting their ass whipped, if they catch you, it's a wrap, and it don't matter who you are type shit. I can't say that about Wilder because he hasn't fought nobody. You know what I'm saying? He hasn't knocked out anybody to me, like in my opinion. Like, I'm not impressed. Now, if he was knocking out Dillian Whites and the Povetkians and all, if he was doing that, then hey. You know, and also, yeah, exactly, for real. Like Tyson, you wasn't finna sit there and like Tyson was walking through people, bop, bop. You see dudes with the high guard. He knocking them over. That's pop. That's real pop. Real life pop. When you hitting somebody, you just knocking them over, side swaying them and all that shit. Tyson was doing that. Tank, that's why I said in my last video, we got to give Yorkis Gamboa's chin and his heart and his grit. We do have to give Yorkis Gamboa some credit. Because to be real with you, how many of y'all are going to keep fighting on a torn Achilles and you got Tank Davis punching on you like that? Be honest with yourself. You don't have to say anything in the comment section. But to be real with yourself, how many of you really were on a torn Achilles? And mind you, when you watch that fight, you could not tell that Yorkis Gamboa tore his Achilles. You really couldn't tell his Achilles was torn. You just saw him not throwing punches, but you didn't could really gauge that this dude had an injury in the fight, right? So how many of y'all could play that off in a fight and still take that punishment for 12 whole rounds? How many of y'all could really do that? Like, be honest with yourself. My bad. I had received a text message and I tried to exit out and it cut me out on accident. But for real, he had a torn Achilles and he still kept fighting. Still. He didn't have to. He said, man, fuck this youngster. You know, I'm finna just take a dive, lay down, fuck it, shit. shit. I ain't got time for this shit. I'm too old. Let this young nigga just take this shit. My Achilles is torn. He hit me like crazy. This shit hurt. Fuck y'all. Like, come on, bro. He kept going. So instead of us shitting on, let's give Gamboa his props. But to be honest, DT, that fight made me realize Bud hits harder than expected because Gamboa kept getting dropped in better. True. It's very true. Very true. That's what I'm saying, Roosevelt. If you think about it, like, what was his purse? What was y'all paying him? What was y'all paying him? Because think about it. It is a fact that Gamboa had a torn Achilles. He tore his Achilles. Do you know how painful it is to tear anything? Let alone your Achilles. That holds all your body weight. All his weight was, and he took that for probably 6 or 7 rounds, along with Tank punching on him. The way Tank punch on you, Gamboa didn't have to do that. There was nothing, no reason for Gamboa to do that, other than in some parts of his mind, he was like, I'm not going out. I'm a soldier. I'm going out on my shield. Fuck y'all. He didn't have to do that. I promise you, Yuriorkis Gamboa's purse was not enough to do that. So let's know that a lot of these fighters that's bitching about money and this person is the money. Man, it's a month out here. Same age as me, 36 years old, and willing to fight you young bucks on a torn Achilles. And the only reason why Tank got him out of there was because he probably couldn't. He probably literally couldn't physically stand. Literally, not he was hurt, but he literally physically could not stand up because his body was like, I can't take it. His body shut off on him. Not because he mentally gave up. He physically wasn't able to get up to fight on because of his torn Achilles. Got to give that man props, bro. Got to. That's what they. But I'm just saying, Tank do hit hard. I'm not gonna sit up here and say like Tank can't punch. I'm not gonna do that. I'm not gonna sit up there and say he can't punch. What I promise you, Tank problem is he has the lack of discipline. And I promise you, when he fights somebody that's like, fuck you, Tank. I don't care how hard you hit. I don't care who you train with. I don't care nothing about your fan base. I'ma beat your ass. When he fights somebody like that, if he do, because I doubt it, because Tank a fucking bully. His whole camp is nothing but, for real, yes niggas. Excuse my language. But there's nothing but yes men around him. Look at when he spar. Every time Tank hits you, all you hear is, ooh, 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 he felt that. Get him. Like, you got niggas sucking your dick. They ready to get on their knees soon as you put them gloves. That's how serious these niggas is in Tank corner. They riding his dick so hard. And then they tell you, Tank really crazy for real. Tank is a professional athlete. Tank be a goddamn fool to put his hands on somebody outside the ring. He be a motherfucking fool. You gonna get suspended, lose your boxing license, all the shit, lose fans, everything. Try to do that crazy hood shit outside. You don't see Adrian Broner doing that shit. He know better. You niggas know better. Y'all professional athletes. Tank crazy. He ain't stupid. He ain't stupid. Stop saying that nigga. He crazy. He really crazy for real. Tank ain't finna do shit to nobody. Maybe the Tank from like 10, 15 years ago, probably. Yeah, that Tank probably didn't give a fuck. But now, he rich. He famous. He be a damn fool to try to be on some gangster shit now. He be stupid as fuck to do that shit. Tank, to me, bro, is a good talent. But he is not going to be a Hall of Fame fighter. He's going to make the same mistakes that Adrian Broner made. Same fucking mistakes. Same shit. I know they may be trying for him to not make those mistakes. I know they may be trying to put all the effort so he don't make those mistakes. But he's going to make those mistakes. He's going to fight somebody that he's not. He's going to fight somebody that they don't take serious, and they're going to get him out. And they're going to beat him. They're going to beat him. I feel like Hagler could beat a lot of people, man. I feel like Hagler is one of the most underrated middleweights of all time. And he's one of the middleweights that is not talked about enough. He's an actual raw middleweight, fought most of his career at middleweight. He wasn't a welterweight that moved up to middleweight. He spent most of his career at middleweight and does not give the proper due as a middleweight. Like they talk about B-Hop over Marvin Hagler, which I feel like is disrespectful. I feel like Marvin Hagler, to me, in my opinion, is the better middleweight, honestly. As far as career, the era he came from, the type of way, just the dog in him. I just feel like he's just a better middleweight. I do. I really do. And I think that a fighter like Marvelous Hagler would give a fighter like B-Hop fits. I do. I just really do. It'll be a hell of a fight. But I think Marvelous Marvin Hagler, with his power, his tenacity, I mean, just everything. He got good head movement. You know what I'm saying? He got the slick head movement. He got that slick head movement. You know what I mean? That's kind of peekaboo, but not peekaboo. Like, I think Marvin Hagler is the most underrated boxer of all time. I really do. I think him and Pernell Sweet Pea Whitaker was one of the most underrated boxers, and people didn't start giving Pernell Whitaker his props until he died. But I do feel like Marvelous Marvin Hagler is one of the most underrated boxers out. But don't be surprised. Another thing I was gonna say about Ryan is another thing people are failing to realize is if Ryan beat Luke Campbell in a convincing fashion, then what? Ryan beats Luke Campbell in a convincing fashion. He does away with him, washes his ass. Then what? A lot of people, I'm gonna tell you the truth. A lot of people can't wait to see Lomachenko lose. A lot of people can't wait to see Teofimo lose, and a lot of people can't wait to see who else? Canelo lose, even though Canelo already got a loss. Like, y'all want to see more fighters lose than win. I already know that the Charlos are good fighters, but they can't beat real pure boxers. I don't give a damn how strong they are. I don't give a fuck how hard you hit. Roger Mayweather said it best himself, and it'd be hella funny when you're hyping these fighters up, and then the trainers that these fighters are around on the constant basis tell you straight the fuck up. You need more than power. If all you got is power don't mean shit if you don't hit shit. Are you fast? Speed don't mean shit if you can't hit shit. What's up, Harris? Don't mean nothing. Floyd said it. Roger Mayweather said it. The people that are being hyped up right now that are hyped up as the top dudes, they're under these motherfuckers. The ones that got these delusional fans, all that, they are under these motherfuckers. Okay? They're under them. So when Roger Mayweather, the fighters like Charlos and Tank Davis, all of them is under them motherfuckers. So when you see Roger Mayweather tell you, you got to have more than power. You got to have more than speed. You got to have more than these certain things that these people are just so, he fast. Oh, he hit hard. Oh, he done knock these niggas out. These niggas straight bums. Bums. Wilder's first 30 fights was against ranked 40 and below. Wilder's first 28 fights was against fighters ranked 40 and below. No top 20, no top 10 opposition. 40 and below. If Terrence Crawford, Errol Spence, Keith Thurman, you can't say that about them. They fought some top 20s, some top 10s. You can't say that about them. You cannot do it. You can't. Lomachenko, you can't do it. And right now, shit, Ryan Garcia, you can't do it. Wilder is a disgrace to boxing, and shit. If he goes into the Hall of Fame, I will stop watching boxing. If they induct Deontay bitch ass Wilder into the fucking Hall of Fame, I will stop watching boxing. I'll stop watching it. I'll stop covering it because there's nothing about Wilder's career that says he is a Hall of Famer. He hasn't beaten any Hall of Famers. He hasn't knocked out any Hall of Famers. All his greatest knockouts are against fighters that are 40 and below. His biggest, greatest knockout is against Luis Ortiz, who biggest win is Brandon Jennings. The fuck? Get out of here, bro. I will bury Wilder, bro. I would bury Wilder's career, bro. That's why I don't talk about him. Do you understand that I literally, and I'm not trying to boast, I'm just being real because I saw it. I could have buried his shit. I could have made so many videos talking, and it's been the truth about Wilder. I had Wilder's brother hitting me up on my DMs and on Instagram, telling me I'm hating and this, that, and the third. All this shit, bro. I kid you not. I sent it to a few people that I know in the NBBC that Deontay Wilder. This was a while back though. This was like right before I started the NBBC, like right before or right after. He hit me up and was like, man, you on this talking this shit, trying to bring down the black man, whoop, only because what I was saying was true. Because what I was saying was true. And then when I was finna make videos about it, he deleted hell of the comments, all that shit. It's like, bro, if why you gotta, it's okay if you talk to me. Why you don't want to be seen talking to me? Oh, you don't want nobody, you don't want me to expose that, oh, y'all see me. Because it was a few people that would come in the comments and say, Wilder don't even watch you. Yes, the fuck he do. Yes, he do. If his brother is watching me, he watching. Just like Alan Heyman is watching Bruce fucking Vane, trying to get his videos flagged and all that shit. Them bitch ass niggas is watching me too. And y'all mad because I was telling the truth and I was coming from a straight, real perspective, and y'all couldn't handle it, and y'all didn't want other people to see it and be like, and let me think. You didn't want me to make nobody think and see the truth for what it was. If I wanted to be Wilder and if I wanted to bury you on this YouTube shit, I could have just flooded the whole YouTube market with all the real shit about you. Could have flooded it. Even made live streams saying the same shit I was saying in videos just to flood this motherfucker, just to bash you. But I'm not in this to bash you. I'm in it to be like, hey, you're supposed to be better than that. You're not what you saying you is, and you lying to your fans, and you lying to the boxing public. And you should be a goddamn shame of yourself. And that's really all I've been saying. And because I said that shit, oh, the floodgates opened on me. I'm a coon and all this other fuck shit. But yeah, Wilder's brother hit me up and a while back, and he had an issue. And I'm not talking about Marcellus. It was some other dude. And I looked on his Instagram, and Deontay Wilder follows him. And he has Deontay Wilder all on his Instagram with pictures with Deontay Wilder. So I said, oh, okay, you do have some connections or relations to this man. So I said, okay. So it is what it is. And if Deontay Wilder is following you on Instagram, it's I can take it some validity in what you in your statements. Yeah. You hella funny. Let me check these comments. Yes, Babs, I am serious. And yes, Wilder is a big disappointment. Big disappointment. That's why I probably won't. It's weird, you know, COVID happened, all this stuff, but I would never really get no real interviews with any top level boxer. Maybe Sean Porter. I could say Sean Porter, well, maybe Terrence, but I honestly would say Sean Porter would probably be the only one that would probably actually be willing to holler at me, actually would sit down and talk to me, and I could actually ask him questions. Probably be the only one. Oh, Terry and Tornado. I'm going with Ramirez, excuse me. Because I think Ramirez has better experience. I think he's just going to be mentally better. Mayweather or Loma? Loma. Loma. Mayweather Loma at 130. Loma feet too cool. Hell of a fight though. I'm not saying Loma washes him. Wait. Pretty boy? Money May. I need when people say Mayweather, I need them to put in quotations. Pretty boy or money. I need to know. Pretty boy or money. Cause pretty boy. Money don't enough. Money don't throw enough. Pretty boy now. Yeah, that's what I'm saying, Chin. Now, pretty boy, that's a different ball game when you talking pretty boy. Money May. Pretty boy. I'm going with pretty boy. That's my dude. I'm going with pretty boy Floyd. I'm sorry. No, I'm not. As if I had to choose, as far as pretty boy Floyd, lump pretty boy. I'm going with pretty boy. What do I think of Spence and Garcia? It's gonna be a good fight. I'm not like I feel like, dude, everybody is more PBC-ish in the welterweight division. Nobody's really trying to fight Terrence Crawford. Terrence Crawford is gonna probably get more fights from the zone fighters, Matchroom and shit. PBC guys aren't trying to fight him because they don't respect him as a champion, even though they told him when he comes to the division to get a belt, he has a belt, and they're still not recognizing him as a champion, world champion. So the only person that I've seen actually recognize him as a world champion is Errol Spence. He has recognized him as that. But Keith Thurman, Danny Garcia, and Sean Porter has recognized him. Let me be clear. Sean Porter has also recognized him as a champion. But I'm going to tell you this right now. Sean Porter and Terrence Crawford, they're not trying to fight each other. We already know that if a fight doesn't happen, it's literally because the fighter doesn't want the fight to happen, or somebody in the fighter's camp don't want the fight to happen. And in this scenario, as far as Sean Porter and Terrence Crawford is concerned, Sean Porter and Terrence Crawford are not trying to fight each other. They don't have no interest in fighting each other at all. They pretty much are too much like friends to try to fight each other. It is what it is. I know some people feel this is the professional, it's boxing, you're no friends, blah, blah, blah. I get it. I understand it. But at the same time, Ramirez isn't finna fight Jesse Vargas. If y'all gonna bitch about what's up, Double M? MBBC in the building. If y'all gonna bitch about Terrence Crawford and Sean Porter not fighting each other, then you need to have an issue with Mikey Garcia not wanting to fight the Jose Ramirez's, and Jose Ramirez not wanting to fight Jesse Vargas. Y'all, because they friends, like, keep the same energy, because there are Mexican fighters that won't. Hell, Canelo said he won't fight nobody Mexican. Come on, man. Come on now, man. Like, y'all can't be getting at black fighters for being friends and not wanting to fight each other because they're friends. But then you got Mexican fighters saying, I'm not going to fight no Mexicans. And other Mexican fighters saying, oh, that's my friend, I'm not going to fight him. Y'all, it's ridiculous. It makes no sense. Like, we quick to judge one group and not do the same to another group. And then when you got somebody that's actually going to call out both groups what it is, oh, now it's the issue. No. If you're going to be pro-boxing, be pro-boxing. I don't have an issue with none of the Mexican fighters. I'm just saying that keep the same energy that you got over here with the African-American fighters that are friends, because there are Mexican fighters that are friends, period. What if a black fighter came forth and said, I'm not going to fight no black fighter. I'm not going to do it. I'm only going to fight Mexicans. How would you feel about that? It would be video galore about that fighter. If Errol Spence came through and said he'll never fight a black fighter, it'll be headline galore. Headline galore. But Canelo said he won't fight no Mexicans, and it's like, okay, cool. Canelo won't fight Mexicans. He fighting black people and other races. Like, yeah, but it's like, They say that, but it is what it is. They not. It's not like old generations, man. These fighters will not step up, and if they, it's about money, man. It's about money and clout, man. It's not. It's not about fighting. It's not about that. It's money and clout. That's it. It ain't even about being good. Like these dudes, I go with Frank. Bob might blow a hip. He might blow a hip. He might throw a punch and have a stroke. They don't really want to fight each other, bro. This ain't the sport of honor no more. This sport used to be about honor and testing yourself, seeing what you made of. I don't respect Tank, not because he's not talented, not because he can't fight, because he's a bully. A bully. You know what I mean? I don't respect that. I don't. Didn't respect Wilder. He fucking bully. What happened with Wilder when he fought somebody that wasn't afraid of him? Now it's like you won't even hear about Wilder no more. These fighters are not in it to really make a legacy of this shit. They really just want to get rich and get on. They want to manipulate whatever system they can manipulate to get rich and dip. So if I can manipulate this boxing gang, get rich off this shit and dip out and do something else, cool. But I ain't finna risk my life and all this, do all this. Man, please. It's boxing, bro. The only way to be the best, like Tank ain't the best. He could make the most money. That's cool. You can have that. But nobody better not tell me he is to me, he's not even a top 35 pounder because he hasn't fought a legit 35 pounder. I'm clear with this. Gervonta Tank Davis is not a top 135 pound fighter. He is a top name because of his name. But as far as what he's done, he is not a top 135 pound fighter, period. He ain't fighting him. He ain't trying to fight him. He's not about to fight him. He's fighting a fucking 126 pounder. He spent his last 2 fights fighting people coming up 2 weight classes below him. He is not finna fight anybody with a heartbeat or a pulse, meaning anybody that will be a threat to him. Anybody that's like, I don't give a fuck. Tank Davis is not going to fight another Tank Davis. Let me be clear about that. Tank Davis will not, Gervonta Tank Davis will not fight another Gervonta Tank Davis, meaning another dog, another hard puncher, another equally skilled fighter. He's not going to do it. He's going to fight the slower, run-of-the-mill, journeyman fighter. He ain't going to fight no dog. He a bully. That's some punk shit. That's like you going to run up on these punks. You going to run up on these dudes that's scary. But them dudes that's real killers, oh, you ain't going over there. You ain't going over there. But these are them niggas sucks, man. We can get at these niggas. But hey, them dudes on 5th Street, they really killers. And they really said, F you, you ain't this. But you ain't going over there saying nothing to them. Oh, because they really got it. They really flex on you. They really pull up. You ain't flexing on them. You ain't flexing on them type of fighters. I believe anything could happen on any given night, to tell you the truth. But if you look at what they're doing realistically, Leo Santa Cruz don't got no chance to win this fight. Leo Santa Cruz is the smaller man. Tank is the bigger dude. And Tank is fighting and sparring big dudes. He's not sparring dudes his size. He's sparring big guys. So, and if he's hurting them and giving them problems, he gonna fuck Leo up. He gonna get him out of there. What may keep Leo in the fight will be his Mexican heart and his grit. That's what's going to keep him in the fight, not his skill set, unless he shows some levels in his skill set. But mainly what will get him through will be his heart and his grit. Because I don't see Leo having the punching power to stop Tank. If you look at it, like Pedraza didn't have the punching power to stop Tank. Now, he had the volume punches to stop Tank, but he didn't have the punching power to make Tank say, hold up. Hold up. Hold up. Nobody has, like, people say Tank got a chin. Tank ain't fought nobody that could punch. Who has, like, Let Tank fight Richard Comey, and I see Richard Comey hit Tank with a flush one, and he's still doing that shit. Then you could tell me that motherfucker got a chin. Until then, that is yet to be seen and proven. Period. Tank ain't finna fight nobody with a post heartbeat nothing because the little nigga a bully. Same thing with the Charlo brothers. What you think would happen when Jamel lost? What did he start doing? He started crying. He gonna cry in the car. As soon as he lost. What you think Jamal gonna do when he lose? He gonna cry. Because they can't have it. Who has the best chin? To me, the best chin right now is out of Triple G chin is nice. I don't know about as of lately because of his recent fight, but prior he had a really, really good chin. Man could take a punch. Like, I mean, dude, he don't got no head movement. And Lemieux caught him good. And we all know Lemieux can fucking punch. Tank don't got no discipline. You right, Myra. He don't have no discipline. If Tank had discipline, like if Tank was trained like Devin Haney, oh yeah. Oh yeah. For sure, Toad. If Tank was training like Devin Haney, or if he was training like Ryan Garcia, oh yeah. Oh yeah. You better look out for Tank. If he's doing that, Tank is eating Sonic, McDonald's, Burger King, everything that you ain't everything you're not supposed to do, Tank doing. Partying, turning up. You could tell Tank be drinking and all that. You ain't supposed to do that. But that comes from coming from where he in his background, not having nothing. So when you finally get something, you want to do everything. So Tank is just an ignorant young dude from Baltimore. And he don't got no real guidance, and he feel like I'm a grown man. I can do what I want. I got all this money. I'm finna, because that's the mentality. Because we think that that's how we're supposed to be. What little wrinkles should an amateur boxer have for you to consider them a good boxer? Amateurs, honestly, in boxing, feet. What I look for. I look for your feet. Feet, head movement, that's what I look for. Learning to throw punches, that's basic shit. Everybody that does boxing knows how to throw a fucking punch. They know. But the little intangibles you need, you don't really see those until they spar. So are you just a dude that just coming forward throwing punches? Are you setting your shots up? Are you setting up traps? Are you doing little things like that? Little things like that. That's what I look for. You know, are you using your feet to set up your punches? Or are you just coming and throwing punches? You know what I mean? Are you in the right position to throw punches when you're throwing them? Or are you just throwing them aimlessly? You know, those are things I look at in amateur boxers because I feel like if you're still making those mistakes, you shouldn't go pro. You shouldn't go pro until you are able to know when to pick your shots. You know how to move. You got good, decent head movement. Everybody ain't finna be fucking Sweet Pea and Floyd Mayweather with their head movement. It's not gonna be. But as long as you have some decent head movement, some decent movement, you can make it as a pro and develop right. And very few fighters can do what Tevin Farmer did. Very few. Because Tevin Farmer learned on the fly. Very little, if any, amateur experience. Is pretty much join the pro ranks and just learn on the fly. Very few fighters can and will do that. I would say Thurman, but word to DT, Manny Pacquiao put you on your he did. Put him smooth on his ass. But yeah, I think that's the problem. A lot of these amateur coaches, they put, because a lot of people don't realize is that in amateurs, boxing, I don't know, but in kickboxing, a lot of these dudes don't train like that. The dudes that are champions, that's why I was like, I would love to win a belt. But dudes that are champions in the kickboxing, those are the dudes that end up becoming professionals. So you become a champion in kickboxing, and as an amateur, you're being looked at by Glory and Bellator and all those different organizations, K1, they all looking at you. Infusion, like all these different organizations, kickboxing organizations will look for you when you become an amateur champion in kickboxing. It's not like that in boxing. You have to win like Golden Gloves and the Nationals and Olympics, and then you kind of get the notoriety. But if at least two belts as an amateur in kickboxing, you'll get you can get sponsors, you can get all kinds of shit. Like it's crazy when you win a belt in kickboxing, amateur kickboxing versus winning the title in boxing. It's just different. That the belts go long, you get more notoriety, you know what I mean? But that's something that people don't talk about too much in combat sports. I'm sending loads of them to get missed in the chat. I need to up my question statement. Will you ask another question, Wooly? Let me make sure I catch you. I don't want to miss out on nothing you asked, Brody. Okay, I got that one. Hold on. Okay, I'm caught up. Just want to make sure I was caught up. Will Demetrius Andre ever fight somebody? I'm frustrated for him. Dude can't get a fight. Nobody of any. Let me tell you something. Nobody of any significance will fight Boo Boo Andrade. It's too much of a risk. Understand, he can be beat. Piece of pugilism, double M. We gotta link up. We need to get a I need to get my shit together so we can get a team show back going. I've been bullshitting y'all. I'm keep real with you. I had it set up on DT Magnus, and then I got caught up with my kids and all that. So I need to get my shit together so we can bring DT Magnus back. I miss that show. I miss working with my boy Myron for real. I miss that. I miss the energy. I just miss it, man. I ain't gonna flex. And I also want to get a show going with me and Two Hands. Me and him been in the talks of doing that. I want to get that rolling. But yeah, man, I miss my DT Magnus shows, man. I miss that shit, bro. And my apologies. I'm going public saying like my apologies for not keeping my shit together. You feel me? My apologies. Bruce Vane joked about this a couple of times, but if Eddie Hearn were to call you up and offer you a $500K, which BFTB, it could be BFTB or money. Yeah, BFTB or money. I think if BFTB's 6'2", though, he'd probably be too big, height-wise. I had to figure him out, how to get in on him. Can I get it? Yeah, you get a free one. I just be missing some of the questions. It's like when the super chat come, it's bright. Like you see that. Like you can't miss the super chat. Like YouTube makes it to where you can't miss super chat when it come in. So it's just sometimes the questions come in too quick. But what's your question, man? Ryan, I hope he is a real deal. Go ahead and makes him feel improvement. Agree. Hold up. Yeah, you get a free one. What's up, Tenrod? Tenrod the Great in the building. I don't know if he canceled. I don't know if he's canceled. I don't know. I don't know. I really don't give two shits if he is canceled. Keep it real with you. You know what I mean? I really don't. It is what it is with that. I feel like dude got what he had coming to him. You know what I mean? And for those that tripped on certain shit, you know, blind loyalty isn't loyalty. Period. Blind loyalty isn't loyalty. I left the motherfucker up here. I wasn't finished with my session. I just came in the house. I had a little stomach ache. I need to come to the crib. Yeah, we on. I told you we was gonna be on for a minute today. Dream fight, Felix Canelo. Viva la Mexico. Hey, Alejandra. Okay, your name is Alejandra. I don't want to be rude. I don't want to call you a dude. Are you a male or a female? Alejandra, I don't know if that's because I know Alejandro is a dude, but Alejandra could be a girl. So let me gauge you if you're a male or a female first. I don't want to catch you out of context, Alejandra. Yeah, B-Hop did Tito dirty. B-Hop did Tito hella dirty. He took his left hook away from him. I said BFTB because it'll sell. That shit'll sell. That shit would sell. Myron, can I ask you, does Cool Hand make range? I think Double M cut out. Double M probably came in on his break or something. I never really was smoke. I hit a few times and I went in the house. Tell you the truth. It's the same blunt. I just went in the house, had a stomach ache. Need something to drink. You know, Alex, to tell you the truth about the Roy Jones and the Mike Tyson, I really am not like happy and excited to see that. That's not a fight where I'm like finna jump out my seat and I can't wait to see two old motherfuckers in headgear punch on each other and shit. Like both of them motherfuckers at the end of that is finna be sore for like 2 months. They not finna be in the gym. They ain't finna hold no babies. You know what I'm saying? They ain't gonna do shit. They gonna be sore. Shit ain't gonna work right for about 2 weeks. They gonna need some time to recuperate. Okay? Them old motherfuckers is too old to be having another motherfucker punch on them. I don't care if it is another old motherfucker. Oh, Double M still up in here. He's still here. Gary, what's up? My from UK. What you think about the fight Body Snatcher and Povetkin? I'm thinking it's gonna be a draw. I think it's gonna be a draw, and I think Dillian White gonna show up. And Dillian White gotta stay up. If Dillian White gets knocked down, he may lose that fight. Povetkin do got decent pop. And if he get caught with something stupid, I'm telling you. Hopefully, why you saying that for real? Why you hope Povetkin win? Probably for fits and giggles. Hey, don't trip, Double M. I've been out of the loop too, man. I need to call you too, bro. We gotta set something up. I really want to do a DT Magnus, bro. I'm saying that on live. So if it don't happen, you could blame me. Blame me. If y'all don't see another DT Magnus in 2 months, it's my fault. If y'all don't see another DT Magnus show in the next month and a half or 2 months, it's my fault. It is my fault. If you don't see a show with me and Two Hands Up in the next 2 to 3 months, it's my fault. Okay? So the reason why there isn't no shows with MBBC members too much with me is because of me. It's not nothing to do with them. It's me, my schedule, my timing, all that. So I'm just going to own that shit right here, right now. So it won't be no confusion moving forward. What's up, Dago? And overestimated his value. I think they put Povetkin in there with Dillian White because Povetkin, all his previous opponents, I want White to get his due, but Povetkin may be the guy that they put in front of him that may get him to where it's like, Dillian White really ain't what y'all said he is. He lost to Povetkin. When you fighting, you're not going to beat every time. If you're fighting top guy after 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 top guy, you're going to lose if you're fighting them when they're at their prime moments. You fighting this top guy in his prime moment, this top guy in his prime, that top guy, you are going to lose. Floyd didn't even do that shit. He fought top names, but look at when he fought him. He fought this dude when he knew he could beat him. He fought that dude when he knew he could beat him. He didn't fight him at their best. He fought him when he knew when he could beat him. That's what he did. He fought him when he had the greater advantage. Not really. They don't acknowledge him because he hasn't got a belt and isn't better than the people who he claims he's able to beat. That's true. That's true. But he's still been number one for pretty much over 1,000 motherfucking days. Dude has earned his spot, earned his title shot, and didn't get it. And I've never seen that in boxing. I've never seen a dude earn his shot and still not get it, or they find every loophole to not get him. You know. But if Povetkin wins, it's the end of Dillian White. Povetkin wins this fight, it's the end of Dillian White. Now I'm smoking again. If Povetkin wins, it's the end of Dillian White. Like, I don't want to hear no more, Wilder did this. Check this out. This is another thing I want y'all to stop doing. Stop bitching at Wilder for what happened with Dillian White. Wilder ain't the champ no more. Wilder did what he did, whatever. Wilder ain't the champ no more. Period. Tyson Fury is in a place where if he don't take the fight, if the Wilder Fury 3 fight happened, if he doesn't take the fight with Dillian White, he gonna have to vacate. He gonna get stripped. They ain't do that to Wilder, but that's neither here nor there. But that's the situation right now. Let's not get stuck in the past. Let's stay in the current events, move towards the future. Because all this tripping on what Wilder did, and he ain't even a champ no more. Dillian White is ranked higher than Deontay Wilder in the WBC right now. So I don't give a fuck about Wilder. I care less. Yeah, I know, but if they do meet again, I think White wins. Okay, hold up. Let me get back. Jambo Brown, what do you make of the Bob Arum Frank Warren, their Tyson Fury games, Wilder 3 this year or next, Warren dismissing White altogether? I'm talking about Wilder 3 in February. Let me give y'all some game. Stop listening to everything that Eddie Hearn say, Bob Arum say, Frank Warren, anybody that's representing Al Heyman. Stop listening so hard. Watch what they do. Okay? All right, we know he's saying this, and the third. What's guaranteed right now? What is really being hyped up right now? Nothing. Nothing is set in stone. Oh, it's gonna be this. Oh, it's gonna be that. Nothing. Why you think I don't make videos when I used to? Why you think I stopped making videos every time I'd seen video or interviews? Because they'll say anything. Anything. Watch what they do first. Watch what they do. They saying that Wilder. Watch who Fury's next opponent gonna be. Because I'm going to roast Bob, Teofimo, Loma, whoever, when October 3rd come, and if I don't see no fight between T.O. and Loma. If I don't see a T.O. Loma fight this year, I'm calling out all the motherfuckers. T.O., Loma, Bob, everybody. Because I hear everybody, I've even made my videos feeling like I felt that T.O. was ducking because he asked for more money, because I've said that about other fighters that did the same shit. So when I say it about T.O., it's a problem. But when I say it about black fighters, it's like, yeah, they're ducking. I say T.O. is ducking for doing the same shit. Oh, you got to get your facts straight and da-da-da-da. Shut your ass up. I'm keeping the same energy. Fuck you. Anybody don't like it, fuck them. Because I keep the same energy. Give a fuck. Straight up. AJ has better boxing, but what's up with bro? AJ has better boxing, but White has crazy drive. I usually go with the boxer, but not in that case. Yeah, drive means nothing if you can't outbox them. If a dude got better skill than you, it's great to have will and drive and determination. But you need some skills. Dillian White don't got no skills like that. He don't got no skill. Like I see Dillian White training, dude don't got skills. Yeah, stylistically, and I'll keep forgetting when I say that word, stylistically, meaning their styles do not match up well. Dillian White style, Andy Ruiz style is not good for them. Fighting a fighter like Fear is bad for them. What you say, Wooly? DT3. Who was the last guy who called out White? He's a pay-per-view fighter, and he gives good purses. Who has called him out? White is his own enemy, taking hard fights, but that's why I like him so. Okay. White takes the tough fights. I get that. But people don't give him credit for. I do, but people don't give him credit for look at his past 4 or 5 fights. Been against really good guys. Really good opposition. Even some opposition, a lot of these dudes that's at the top, they're not even trying to fight. They're making excuses to not fight. I'm going to get to you in a minute with the super chat. I just want to get this out. And I think White is trying to show, in a sense, this is how you're supposed to do it. And in this, even though White got his haters, in this, you will remember Dillian White a lot more than you will remember a lot of other fighters. Why? Because they fought the top dudes. They got in there with the top level opposition. So you should have a level of respect for them, regardless if they win, lose, or draw, because they are actually willing to get in there with the top dudes. Like, you can't say Dillian White ain't willing to get in there with Deontay Wilder, Anthony Joshua. You can't say that. He gonna get in there. You can't say he won't. You could say Tyson Fury won't get in there with certain fighters. You could say Deontay Wilder won't get in there with certain fighters. You could say that about them. You've seen them show that. You can't say that about Dillian White. You can't say that about Derek Chisholm. You can't say that about them. You talk all the shit you want about them skill-wise, stylistic. Talk all the shit all day long and be right. But them motherfuckers will fight anybody. That's why I don't talk hella shit about Adrian Broner, because he'll get in there with anybody. Win, lose, draw, he'll get in there with anybody. Anybody. So that's why people hate AJ so much. It's because he'll get in there with anybody. He's shown you that he'll get in there with anybody. He don't care. And he still gets hated on. He get hated on for that. What's up, SheIsBeers? Now let me get to the super chat question. I'm gonna get to everybody in the second, but I gotta get to the super chat. Chet Collins, what's up, Chet boy? Good day, Boom Man. And Chet, hope you're all happy and healthy. I think Povetkin gets the KO. He's had his day. I won't give White credit if it happens. Hey, it is what it is. At least you're honest about it. All right, Alejandra, got a question. You should have answered my question. I wanted to know if you was a male or a female. I didn't, because your name is Alejandra, and I don't know, because I know Mexicans that I know that's like feminine. I know that could be a girl. And I don't want to call you a girl and you a dude. And I don't want to call you a dude and you a girl. I don't want to offend you like that. So just let me know if you're a male or a female. Because I don't, your name is Alejandra. I got a question. Would y'all watch for boxing info and advice? Because I watch Willet's Art and Science of all boxing channels. He keeps it all boxing. That's why I call you for real, because you the truth. Man, tell you straight up, AJ from my city, so I fucks with AJ over everything. I don't give a fuck. I'm rocking with AJ. You mad? Fuck you, AJ. Like, that's for real. Oh, I didn't see it, Alejandra. I didn't see it, bro. My fault. Got you. Hey, look. I think the fight gonna end up being a draw. I think Povetkin and White is gonna be a draw. I really do. I think that fight is gonna be a draw. I don't think Povetkin is going to have it to get White out of there because I think White wanted too much. I think White is gonna get caught with something because Povetkin can punch. But I think White is gonna catch him with something. Gonna catch him with one of them left hooks, and Povetkin ain't gonna see coming. He gonna put Povetkin on his ass. And I think it's gonna end up being one knockdown here, one knockdown there. I think it's just gonna be really for real, that has the potential to be fighted. With basically with the fights, this little amount of fights we've had so far, that fight has the potential to be a candidate for fight of the year. Based on their styles, bro, it's not gonna be too many backward steps in the mid to late rounds if it go that far. Like early, it may not be too many backward steps. It might not. I highly doubt it. You think White could edge it? How do you think White could edge it? Because White is not a volume puncher. He's not a volume puncher. You know what I mean? So, and Povetkin, he know how to let his hands go. He's a hooker, no offense. And I think Dillian needs to get a jab. He needs a jab. Dillian do not have a jab. You think so? I think if Povetkin loses this fight, he should retire. Povetkin is 40. He's approaching his mid 40s. He's been in there with all the best opposition, bro. He's fought Klitschko. He's fought Joshua. He's been there with the best. He's been in there with the best. He doesn't have, to me, Povetkin don't got nothing to prove. He don't. He really don't. He's got in there with everybody. You call him, say he was on Jews, did blah, you can say whatever fuck you want about him. He got in there with everybody. Got in there with everybody. And those are the fighters that at the NBC community, we're going to hype up. If you get in there with everybody, I don't care who promotional banner you under, if you're getting in there with everybody, you get the respect. I don't care. You get in there with everybody. You're willing to fight whoever. That's what we about. We're not about this, I ain't going to fight, I ain't going to fight that nigga two hands because I need, you're going to have to give me like 3.2. You know what I'm saying? I'm only going to get, you sell 1.8, but for real, after I pay all 18 of my managers, I'm only going to walk away with like 102. You feel me? So I need that 3.6. You feel me? Like, no. Get in there, fight. Be the A side, become the A side, and control it. Have dictation. You can't dictate, and you really ain't. I feel like if you're not the A side, you shouldn't be able to dictate. Period. Because Floyd was a champion when he had fought Oscar. He wasn't dictating shit. He wasn't dictating nothing, really. I'm just saying. Just saying. He jabbed pretty well against Rivas, did he not? There is so much riding on the thesis fight without a belt, sneaking bum time. Yeah, but his jab got to be better for Povetkin. It got to be sharper. It got to be more crisp. It got to be, I wouldn't just say he didn't jab. I'm not saying he didn't jab good or he can't jab good. I'm saying he has to utilize it more in the Povetkin fight, because Povetkin is a come forward dude. He don't go back. He comes straight at you. He's coming. Povetkin ain't coming to play with you. That Russian coming to fuck you up. He's not coming to have pleasantries and make conversation and talk about sunshine, rainbows, and giggles and 2-cent whores and shit. He ain't coming for that. He coming to fight. So I'm saying he's going to have to utilize that a lot more. And I think Povetkin is going to actually push him to work his gas tank. And I got to see if he's going to have the gas tank to deal with that type of pressure. Because if it goes 12 rounds, that's going to be constant pressure round in, round out for 12 rounds straight. Can Dillian Whyte deal with that? Povetkin is a pressure fighter. He's going to see pressure the whole time. And who has fought Dillian Whyte with constant pressure? Rivas gave him some good pressure, but the last person to really give him real pressure is Derek Chisora. So is Povetkin going to be a better version of that? Or will he try to apply, or will Dillian Whyte try to apply the same tactics with Povetkin that he did with Derek Chisora? They're two different fighters. They have a similar style, but you got to gauge the punching power, the size, the footwork. Like, anyone catch Johnny Boy's last night? He shouldn't string when he on that firewater. I think maybe White, but Povetkin got head movement too. That's what I'm saying. Like, if Povetkin catch him, good night, Irene, cuz. Good night. AJ cuts the ring off too well. AJ is more patient. AJ is way more patient now, and he got the gas. I don't see AJ getting tired like that. AJ got gas. I hope not, as he let Derek drag him into a scrap. He needs to be smarter, like you said. He do. But if he, because Povetkin is coming to scrap. Yeah, I feel you. I was just gonna touch on that too. That's what I'm saying. Who gonna gas out first though? Who gonna gas out first? Because if Povetkin come out, Povetkin still got to be aware of that left hook as well. So if Povetkin comes out, he not finna come out winging dinging and get caught with the left hook. That's stupid. So how is Povetkin gonna gauge with Dillian Whyte? Because Dillian Whyte could punch too. We keep talking about Dillian Whyte get caught. Yeah, that's true. But Dillian Whyte can punch too. He can punch. Let's be fair with that one. Fury got too much feet in these. Let me tell you something. A lot of these heavyweights, Wilder, White, Povetkin, Big Baby Miller, steroid using ass. Who else? Joseph Parker, Hergovich. These fighters do not have really good feet. The best feet in the heavyweight division is Tyson fucking Fury. He got the best feet in the division. He could dance circles around everybody. That's why he say he could beat everybody. Because they flat-footed. They typical. They just lethargic dudes. And I can move. I can do all this. I'm all over the place. They can't cut the ring off. All you gotta do with Tyson Fury, cut the ring off, make Tyson Fury fight when he want to, and break him down to the body. Like when he try to lean on you, hit that motherfucker in the ribs and in the hips and all that. You a heavyweight. He not gonna like them heavy ass hands on him. He not gonna like that. If you just hitting him, he not gonna like that shit. Catching him with them short shots, man, he ain't gonna like that shit. It was when he fought Otto Wallin. When he fought Otto Wallin, he did not like that shit. Otto Wallin was hitting him. Pop, pop, pop. He was like, fuck that. I don't want no parts of that shit. I just said it, Jumbo. Thank you, Jumbo. And I think that's what people thinking Dillian Whyte gonna do. They thinking if Otto Wallin did it, then Dillian Whyte can do it. Why can't Otto Wallin be good? Why can't Otto Wallin just be a good fighter and he dealt with Tyson Fury better than you expected? That happens. That's why we tell you anything can happen in the sport of boxing. Anything can happen. You get caught with the wrong punch by the wrong somebody that you don't know nothing about, you're going to sleep or it's going to be a long night for you. Straight up. Otto Wallin gave Fury problems, even though I think if that fight would have been anybody else that Otto Wallin would have been fighting, they would have stopped that fight. Otto Wallin would have won that fight. Anytime you've seen the cut that bad, they usually stop it. Like if you look at any fight that happened in that year, anytime a fighter got cut like that, they stopped the fight. The fight did not continue. For real? Who Otto fighting this weekend? Yeah, he is reckless. Yeah, Big Baby Miller pop dirty. I talk about all that shit. They all pop dirty. All of them. White, Prevekian, Fury, all of them pop dirty. Hell, I even think the juice, because how the fuck your brother get the shit when the shit that he got is expensive as fuck? There's no way with his level of opposition and the money that he's making that he's able to pay for that shit. So guess where would he get the money, or where would he have the resources to pay for that? Deontay fucking Wilder. The only person who would know or have any wherewithal or would have any information to get that shit. Whether if he knew he was doing this shit or not. That's how he got it. They know people. They meet people. You run into people. You know people that know people. But guess what? White and Prevekian fighting though. Big Baby Miller ain't fighting. Big Baby Miller's still getting caught popping dirty. You don't see. I haven't seen Prevekian get caught popping dirty in the past year. Some of y'all like to pick fights too much. Y'all really enjoy picking at people. I don't think Dillian Whyte beats Andy Ruiz, my dog. Andy Ruiz. This is how you beat Andy Ruiz, Tyson Fury, and the way Anthony Joshua fought him. Because even if Andy Ruiz would have came in the way he came in the first fight, and Anthony Joshua still would have beat him. Because that's how you beat him. That's how you beat him. No, I don't think he's saying better as far as like overall. He's just saying ability wise. Dillian Whyte is the more experienced fighter. I think he could do some things with Otto Wallin. Are they, Milton? Because you're picking at something. I've learned that about people like you on YouTube. Y'all like to pick at shit. Are they? Because we're just talking about the fight. We're not trying to bash nobody, really. We're just talking about the fight. So are they? Yeah, Otto should get a step-up fight. He should fight like Joseph Parker or something like that. We got to see. This Prevekian fight will give you a real gauge of where Prevekian is and Dillian Whyte is, because this is two big names in the sport, which makes it a big fight because they're both names that everybody recognizes. That would be a good step up fight too. Otto versus Rivas. Good job, Dragon Leg. That's because Dillian White don't train. Dillian White is a better kickboxer than boxer. It's a way better kickboxer than boxer. When I seen Dillian White kickboxing, he good at that shit. Like he looks sharp at that. But boxing is like why it didn't transition to like. No, I think he'll get Hughie Fury. I think he might get him. But Otto's still good though. We can't sleep on Otto. We can't sleep on Otto. Otto is good, man. Otto is a good fighter, man. People sleeping on. I made a video about that. People sleeping on Otto Weiland. Like Otto was good, man. Like look what he did, man. Fury didn't underestimate Otto Weiland. Fury trained for Otto Weiland. Fury really prepared for Otto Weiland. Otto Weiland gave him some good work. And instead of y'all giving Otto Weiland credit for being better than what y'all thought he was, y'all talked about oh, Fury this, Fury ain't that, Fury ain't this. It's like, nah, why don't y'all give Otto Weiland credit and actually say, hey, Otto Weiland is a good dude. He went in there with Fury, gave him, roughed him up, gave him a fight, all the shit. Even got fatigued in the fight and was still pushing. Like, I think Otto get Kalnacki. Kalnacki got sloppy. Unless Kalnacki like get it together and just like get his mind right. But you see what I'm saying? You see how they can make good fights with decent names to give people, but they're not trying to make good fight. They don't care about us, the boxing fan. They don't care about us. You see what I'm saying? He didn't, and that's true too. He didn't let his situation make him go down in the fight. He actually used that as motivation. Nope. I'm finna start watching those fight camps. I didn't even know about that. And I apologize for not being up on that. I'm finna start watching those and I'm finna start making videos. I'm finna start making reaction videos about those. Because I love watching fighters train, seeing what they're doing in camp, you know, even though they can't give you everything, but I like seeing what they are giving you, and I can give you a good take and a good gauge on what they're doing for those who don't really know what they're doing. I can tell you what they're doing, how they train, and what they mean with certain terminologies that they use that you may not understand, and I can help you understand certain things, you know what I'm saying, that they're doing, all kinds of shit. So I really need to start watching those videos on their fight camps. I really, really do. For real, for real. I will, Jumbo. I'm gonna watch it. I'm gonna watch it on Friday. Cause I'm gonna watch the last ones they've did, and depending on how old they are, if they kind of recent, like the fight ain't happened yet type shit, I'm gonna do a video on it. You got my word on that. I got you. I'm gonna do a video on that, and I'm when I do my next live stream, I'm gonna talk about it. We're gonna have some more content to speak on with that because I haven't really been on it. I've been just working and trying to get my business started, man. URA, baby. What's up, G5? I mean, I give Ruiz credit for being a better boxer than what people say. I mean, for a dude that's fat, motherfucker fight. Like Ruiz is fat. He a fat dude. Motherfucker got hands though. He that dude that you see and you thinking, man, this fat ass motherfucker, he can't, and he'll beat your ass. Like that's Andy Ruiz. He talks very soft and no, I just want to be here. I don't do it for my family. It's real soft spoken dude, but it'll fuck you up. Yeah, bro. I'm gonna say this. I'm gonna say this, and I want people to hear this. So for the 20 people that's in here, because I know some people gonna leave, because I'm gonna say this. This is my exit statement. Everything that's going on in the world, not just my country, because I live in the United States and I live in the state of California. Everything that's going on in the world today, everybody's complaining. Everybody is bitching, fussing, moaning, groaning. Hold on. Let me say this before I dip. I decided to do something. So I started a business, security business. It's called the United Resistance Alliance. What we do is, now mind you, that's why I'm like trying to cut back on smoking and all that, like little by little. That's why I don't smoke as much as I used to. Like what y'all just saw me do, like that's it. Like after that, I'm not gonna smoke none. Like I'm literally trying to wean myself off of smoking. It was really hard to just stop. So I'm really just weaning myself off of it little by little. Cause once my business is really running, I don't want to be smoking. I don't want to be seen smoking weed. I don't want to be out here doing that. I don't want that image. I want to lead by example, and I don't want to be somebody's boss out here just blowing and doing hell shit. That's not what I want to represent. You feel me? So, doing is all these, like Black Lives Matter, All Lives Matter, the NFAC, all them motherfuckers. They're not really doing nothing to help help the black people in the black community. They're not really doing nothing to help. You got people still, we still killing each other. We still killing each other in Chicago. We still killing each other in LA, San Diego, New York, Florida, and down south. We still killing each other. And yet and still we not doing nothing to help each other. So instead of bitching about it and trying to go supposedly riot and protest and all that, I decided to make a security company and make them a highly trained security company. And we go to these residential areas where there are high crime, where there are shootings and drug dealings and all that. And we go there and we stop it. We go to these properties, we give these people security, and we tell these dudes, hey man, you can't do this shit here, bro. You gotta take that shit somewhere else. And that'll stop the crime in the area. That'll stop the police from coming to the area. You know what I'm saying? That'll stop them from coming to the area, so you won't have to worry about police brutality. You don't have to worry about the police shooting us. And then with us being there, it'll stop us from shooting us. So that's my goal. That's my in-game goal, is to stop us from shooting us and keep the police out our neighborhoods at the same time, so they won't kill us. Even though they're killing everybody and they're not really looking at it as an American problem, they turned it into an African American problem. But really, if they really looked at it in a real way, because the media is promoting it to be bad and negative, but if they really look at it to be real for what it is, they killing Americans. They killing Americans. They're not just killing us. They're killing Americans. Police since 2012 up until now, the police have killed more white Americans than African Americans. But what the media is promoting, what they're pushing, what they're showing you is that the police killing us. So what they do is they show that, they get us mad. Then we out here acting a fool, doing the most, because naturally, if you see, and this is for any nationality, not just for black people, any nationality, if you see your own getting murdered, if you see your blacks getting murdered and you're black, if you see white people getting murdered and you white, you see Arabs getting murdered and you're Arab, you see Israelites getting murdered and you from Israel, you know what I'm saying? You get where I'm going. And you just see that particular group as being murdered and killed by whomever, right? You're going to feel some. You're going to do something about it because that person, and if it's happening to that person, it's going to happen to me because I'm the same as that person. I come from the same place as that person. And it's only happening, or it's only being shown that it's happening to my particular type of people. So naturally, you're going to go do something about it. Okay? Same dude, the Dorner dude, the dude that was killing the police. When they finally got to him, why you think they shot him up like that? Why you think over 400 plus police, oh, not security, police officers from different, God knows where, answered the call to go look for this dude? You know why? Not on some he was killing law enforcement. He was killing people that looked like them. He was killing people that looked like them, and they wanted to do something, and they could, and they did. They Swiss cheese his ass. So what do you think we feel when the media is constantly promoting the police shooting us? And then you have other black people, Candace Owens, Officer Tatum, and them bitch ass niggas sitting there justifying these murders. Like Dave Chappelle said, Candace Owens sit there talking about how, why are we saying George Floyd is a hero and all that? We didn't pick George Floyd to be our hero. You did. We didn't pick George Floyd. We didn't say, hey, man, go be our hero, man. We know you smoke all the dope in the world. You'll slap a bitch quick, all the shit. Go be the poster boy for black people. We didn't say that shit. Y'all did that. The media made him our hero. Black people did not make George Floyd our hero. The media did. The media made him our hero. They made him our poster boy. And Black Lives Matter just took it as a publicity and they ran with it because it works. But if you want to be real, all the police murders that they've done previously, the Oscar Grants, the Trayvon Martins, all those dudes are still free walking, chilling, living their life, signing. Bruh, Zimmerman is signing Skittle bags, bro. He's signing them. He's autographing Skittle bags because that was what Trayvon Martin had on him when he killed him. And he's out here signing them as autographs. So, I'll tell you this right now. That's why I made the video that I made about it's not a black issue, it's an American issue. It's not because I'm dissing black people. It's just that I'm smarter than what it looked like. And I know better. When I look at the numbers, did my research, I know better. It is what it is. And when we realize that it's happening to everybody and not just us, and we move like it's happening to everybody and not just us, it'd be different. But it's not going to be that. But I decided to start a business to combat the ignorance of what's going on. I decided to do something, start a business, start a security business. Because instead of fussing about it and complaining about the president and all that, just do something. Do something. I'm not finna bash the president. I'm not finna do that. I'm not finna bash any presidential candidacy. I'm not finna do that because that's not what I'm here for. I'm here to make the community better and safer. And if I could stop the police brutality and all that to the best of my ability, then if that's what I can do, then that's what I'm gonna do. It's what it is, you know. There's nothing wrong with trying to help. That's pretty much what I was on with my business. I was just trying to help. Just like, you know, I don't want police killing people. I don't want that. I don't want them killing black people for sure, but I don't want them killing anybody unless they absolutely have to. You know, so it is what it is. I mean, I will say this because I don't want to go too far into it because I don't want to get in trouble. But to all the people that are upset about the defund the police comments, this is to all of you that were upset about the defund the police comment that's being said. I'm going to tell you why that's being done in a real way. And for the 20 people in here that's going to catch this, appreciate you. You're going to catch something real today. Spread the word. From God knows when, police have been killing people, right? And the police can literally say just about anything to get off. They have a lot of people that are backing or behind them that help them, get off. That's just what it is. So after you have people filming the police murdering people and proving that these particular individuals are unarmed, and I'm not talking about the ones that shot at the police for whatever reasons. So, but I'm talking about the ones that were literally unarmed, right? That were killed. So you got them dudes, you killing them. They unarmed, they don't got nothing. And we filming you doing this. We putting it on social media. It's going viral. Everybody's seeing it. It's on the news. All that. And then another one happens. Goes viral. It's on the news. And then another one. And then another one. And then it's like, okay, now we have a pattern. And then we start seeing more police officers actually off, suspended, keeping their jobs and going back to work soon, going back to work like it's never happened. Mind you, the family still has to grieve and all that and deal with that. And they know that the person that murdered their kid or their family member in cold blood is basically on their job working and could do it to somebody else. So this is happening to multiple families, right? This is happening to multiple families. Just so happens it looks like it's Black families, but it's happening to multiple families. Now we have people, we have people protesting, walking the streets, right? They're upset. They want justice because the cop or the person that killed this individual is still roaming the streets. Is not doing no jail time. It was obvious murder. There was no reason for this individual to pull a pistol or a firearm on my cousin or my uncle or my brother or my son. There's no reason, right? There's actual clear evidence. And if this was either me or you, we'd be in jail. No question, right? But because you're a police officer, we have to undergo further investigation and all this other propaganda bullshit, right? Right. Okay. So now we have this major murder in a George Floyd, and it goes stupid viral, and now Black Lives Matter. It becomes this political bullshit going on, right? Right. Now, by this time, there are more cops that have not been prosecuted, have not been justifully put in jail for the crimes that they actually committed to somebody. And they actually was able to either go to another precinct in another city or another state and keep their job and possibly commit that same crime to somebody else, while this family or in another family, because mind you, most of these guys that are caught doing this have prior issues in the past. So they have a history of bullshit, right? So nothing is being done, right? And then you find out this particular group of individuals have all this money to do what? Why you have all this money and you're doing this? We're giving you all this money to do this to us, and we're not getting the proper justice that we deserve as a country, as a community, as a state. So now We riot and all that. Oh, and then we go to jail. Now the jails is full of COVID and all that bullshit. So you do that, all that. You keep hitting the person, you keep punching them, you keep hitting them in the face, hitting them hard. And not that they haven't done nothing. It's just like what they can do. It does nothing. So what do y'all do to athletes? What do you do to millionaire moguls, rappers, icons? What do you do? Hey, you could tell them they can't go there. You can't do this. But what is the one thing you could do to any individual, any organization, to make them say, all right, okay. All right. You fuck with their money. You hit their pockets. You can't get them no other way. You hit their pockets. So before, when he was talking shit about the police, he was getting on the police, fuck the police, all that shit and all that bullshit. He's getting at them, right? And the police and budge. Fuck y'all. I don't care. And we pay my taxes. So thank you. Appreciate you. Thank you. I love seeing that damn check every fucking 2 weeks. Beautiful. Appreciate you. So when you start saying defund the police, now they like, whoa. No, you can't fuck with the pockets, man. No, man, they trying to get us off the streets. No, we're not trying to get you off the streets. We telling you, the motherfuckers that's killing people, put them sons of bitches in jail, just like you will put any other person that did the same fucking crime. Put them in jail. And I promise you, America, if you put the motherfuckers that's killing people in jail, the people ain't finna be talking about defund y'all because y'all doing y'all job. Put them police officers that's killing people in jail. And I promise you, people will stop saying defund y'all.